Hey, what's up everybody? It's Manny McFly. Welcome to the channel. And what we have here today is the JP Enterprise silent captured system. I had been planning on getting this for a very long time, number of years. I knew something was coming. I knew something change-wise was coming to the product. So once I started getting closer to when I was ready to buy it, I said, oh, let me wait a minute. And then there, as soon as I go ahead and say that, an Instagram update takes place, and they're previewing a Gen 2 finally after all of these years. This product, I believe, debuted in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. I took notice of it after I decided to do a luxury build, and I was looking at just all of these fantasy products that I would be purchasing for my build. Back then, I had no purpose for it other than it was a premium product. So now, as I advance through the build and I've advanced my mindset as far as a shooter goes, there's actual purpose to this product now. Being that I am working with the 300 Blackout and I'm doing a custom build, and again, my philosophy is to take it to a home defender, 100% reliable pistol system. So you'll need this if you're doing 300 Blackout. If you are running an AR-15 and you're just running, 5.56, this is a luxury product. It's not needed. You don't need it. I mean, it's silly to buy it, but you can. It's your money. Your hard-earned dollars. You do what you want to do with it. But I'm going to tell you the truth. There's a ton of videos on YouTube about this product, and it's disappointing because the majority of them, they don't tell you the whole deal with this product, and I'm going to do that. So let's take a look at the invoice. All right. So as I started getting closer and closer to finalizing the build, before I went out to go test fire it, I started brainstorming and thinking of the things that would possibly go wrong with it and the parts that I would possibly need to consider replacing, upgrading, changing, what have you. And the biggest thing, as 300 Blackout users know, is the buffer system. The buffer system is a pain in the butt when it comes to 300 Blackout. I walked into my test firing session not even expecting it to work at all. Like, I figured it would just be a no cycle, manually pull the bolt back to feed another round. And to my surprise, it actually worked. The only issue I had was case ejection and locking back on the final round. So, as I have gone over in a previous video, and I'll link that video here, I talk about things that I can do to remedy that situation. And one of those remedies was the silent captured spring system. And that was also the most expensive. So I sat down, started brainstorming with myself, what is the best route to take? Should I go with the adjustable weight buffer from CAC that there's no information on? I don't know anybody that has one. There's no proven reliability with the product. Or do I go with John Paul's system here that's got a track record that is proven and is from an extremely high quality manufacturer? But the only downside is, well, there's two downsides. One downside is one that I am very shocked that nobody else talks about. And the other is price. Things expensive. The other problem is, what the hell do you buy? You message them, they don't really know. Again, and I don't blame them. All AR-15s work differently. All parts are different. No one system is the same unless you're buying a manufactured rifle, such as like a Daniel Defense or something along those lines. And even then, you don't know until someone actually tests the product. So, what you end up actually having to do and what you should do and what JP Enterprises should do, the way they should sell this, they should offer all of the pieces and parts individually so you can purchase replacements and spares, things like that. But you should have to buy it as one package, one big package. There should be no light version, heavy version, spring packs, and different weights and whatnot. That's super confusing. I was wrecking my brain at night looking through the website, like, what the heck do I buy? Looking at flow charts and PDFs and instructions, and I'm on forums, and everybody's just like, oh, well, I got this and I got that, and this works for me. And no, it's terrible. It's just bad. So what you really need to do is you need to buy everything. It should be sold just like that. There should be no options. You should just pay one price and you get everything. So what I picked up was the standard weight. I picked up 2 of those. So those are the steel. And then I picked up 1 tungsten. I got the builder's kit, which is basically the H2 setup. So you get 2 steel, no, you get 2 tungsten and 1 steel. So to go the other direction, so you get 100% weight control over the silent capture system, is you purchase individually by themselves 2 steel and 1 tungsten to counterbalance what it came with, what the H2 came with. So now I can adjust from the very lightest setting all the way to the heaviest. So I can go, you know, all tungsten or all steel, or 2 tungsten and 1 steel, or 2 steel and 1 tungsten. So I can you know, actually adjust the weight of my buffer. So that's what I did, and the package ended up running about $250, and it is expensive compared to a standard carbines buffer and spring, which will probably run you like $20. This is an extremely inflated price on what this thing does. It is a buffer, basically. But the thing about it is it's a silent captured buffer. So let's go ahead and open this up and look at the contents, and then I'll go over the things that it does and why I purchased this. All right, so we got the 2 different weights unpacked. On the left, we have the lighter, the steel weight, and on the right, we have the heavier tungsten. The tungsten weight has no weight information on the website under the product, at least that I could see, but the steel did. It was listed at 0.54 ounces. So this is the lighter one. This is definitely a lot heavier. I mean, it feels maybe 2 times, 3 times heavier than this guy. So it's got a substantial weight difference. It is heavy. I mean, if you threw this at someone, you would cause some pain. If you threw this at someone, not so much. But it comes with the instructions, which is basically a printout of the PDF document available on their website, and then a little card that has the model name and you know, social media information on the back side. Just some liability stuff. If you kill yourself, break your rifle, it's not our fault because you're stupid. So there's that. And it's the steel is the metallic or shiny, and the tungsten is the dull. I know in a video they said it was a matte. Definitely not matte. It's definitely like a dull, ashy, kind of unfinished metal. So there is that. And again, I got 2 steel and 1 tungsten with the kit because I got the H2 kit. This guy is about $8 a piece, and this guy is about $24, $25 a piece. So made more sense to get the H2 because it came with 2 of these, so I would only have to buy 1 and then 2 of the cheaper steel. So let's take a look at the inside of the box so we can take a look at the actual silent capture system. All right, we're gonna go ahead and open this guy up. It's cool, little packaging. Information there. You can pause that and read it if you want. It's definitely a Gen 2. H2 weight, small frame for the AR-15. Let's get that out of the way. Comes in a triangular box, which is pretty cool. Then it has your SKU number on there, your UPC. A little wrinkled in the middle. I don't know what that's about. So I'm just gonna scoop this stuff out here. Nothing else is in there. So we have some assembly instructions. Okay, this is familiar. This is basically a printout of the PDF that's available on their website. Just a printed out version. And stickers, probably. Yeah, looks like some stickers. I'm gonna decal some stuff. Oh, got another one. It's got two. Uh-oh. Stickers. Those are always cool. Welcomed. Some Loctite 243 Threadlocker. Just a little bit there. I actually just bought a full thing from Home Depot not too long ago for another project, so we won't be needing this. But it's cool that they give it to you, just in case you don't have any. That is the 243, the medium strength. Let's put that to the side. The bag of springs. And then this adapter for rifle length buffers. I don't have that. I don't know anybody that does, so yeah. But they include that just in case you have a time machine and you're living in the 90s or something. So, alright. Springs. Definitely ordered the springs. At first I was like, I'm just going to get the main, but then I said, you know, if I'm going to get a completely customizable, adjustable spring set, or capture spring, I should get the additional springs, just in case. Oh, those are going to be annoying. So we have what looks to be green, nothing, yellow, white, and then a black. So let's see if we have the information on what that means. Alright, here's the table here. For the model that we have, the white is 80%, the black is 85%, the green is 90%, yellow 95%, and completely uncolored is the 100% power spring. So light springs will go, this is the heaviest, this is 100. Yellow is next. Yellow's next. Green, black, white. Green, black, white. So there goes the springs there. That's cool. You get one, two, three, four, five. I can't count. You get 5 springs. You can customize your system, so you can determine what gives you the best performance versus reliability. Probably a lot less recoil, going, you know, lighter to heavier. So we'll have a lot of fun playing with this system. I already know. Probably going to be able to get a number of videos out of this, just fine-tuning my build. And this is why I wanted this. This is why I wanted to build the AR-15 pistol with 300 blackout, because I want it to be able to adapt to whatever I want to do with it. So this is why I love 300 blackout. This is why I love this Project Veronica. It is expensive as crap. Is there probably a way to build something similar for a lot less money? Maybe, I don't know if you guys like my content and want to help me out. Maybe we can get some funding and I can try to build or go through this process again, going as cheap as I possibly can to prove that it can be done. But that's for a later time, maybe, if you guys like me or not. So let's take a look, see what we got here. Okay. So it comes disassembled, and like I said, 2 tungsten, 1 steel. This is the H2 configuration. And then it has the rod, the screw, all that good stuff. Yeah, this is cool. I'm really excited. I like this. And it says this end to the rear, and then their US patent number on there. Get that in focus. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. Anyways, so yeah, so let's talk about some things here. Like I said, very expensive. It should be sold as an adjustable package. There should be no heavy version, light version, whatever. It should be, you know, $250. You get everything. That's it. And then they should have the ability to buy, like, for instance, say I find out that this green spring works for me. This is what gives me the best all-around performance that I'm looking for, suppressed, unsuppressed, what have you. I should be able to just buy the spring for whatever price they have it listed. But they should sell this system as an all-inclusive package. You get everything, one price, boom, done. Don't have to spend hours on a forum trying to figure out what the hell version you need to get and what weights and what parts and what generation. And yeah, it's just ridiculous. So I would probably give them that advice. Just, you know, stop trying to, you know, pocket sell, and just, you know, people understand if you're buying this, you know, you have the money or you don't. That's basically what it comes down to. When you're dealing with 300 blackout, you're in pockets. You're going into your pockets a little bit. So you're not going to do a budget build and go out and try to get a, you know, silent capture spring. It just doesn't make any sense. So this is the package, and I am happy with it, and I can't wait to mess around with it and be able to show you guys and show myself what I can do with it. All right, so I got the JP silent capture spring system assembled for fitting, but I have it configured in the H2 buffer configuration with the standard 100% strength spring. And this is the carbine weight buffer spring and buffer. This is traditionally what an AR-15 runs on. This is what the bolt carrier group compresses in order to cycle rounds. It's an old school system. It's old. It's ancient. The buffer weight system is, I'm not sitting here dissing it necessarily, because in a standard AR-15 system, this works just fine. This tube or buffer has different weights in it, and this is a standard carbine weight. I think it's what was it, 2 or 3 ounces, something like that. It's the standard H1. 300 Blackout recommends H2, and what I could have done, I could have gone out, purchased an H2 buffer, used the same spring, tried it out, seen if that worked. If it didn't, oh crap, let's try a different spring. Let's try a lighter spring. Let's try a different brand spring. Let's try a specialty spring, a Tubbs spring. Yeah, and it's just, it's confusing. There's a bunch of drama. There's a bunch of money and time being wasted. It's just stupid. When you're dealing with 300 Blackout, you need a product that's going to work. Unfortunately, thing costs $250, and all of this stuff is, it's not as much. But I don't want a box full of buffers and buffer weights and springs, and I don't want to do that. I just want to buy one system, and I want that system to be adjustable 100%, and I want it to work. That's what I want. I want it to be reliable, and that's what my goal is with the JP. And I hope that this will be able to take over and do what I needed to do in place of playing around with these buffers, because you go on the forums for 300 Blackout and there's pages and pages and posts after posts of, what do I do? And my gun's not locking back, or it's cycling messed up. My rounds are going backwards, and or it's just it's double feeding. I didn't want to go through all that. I wanted to skip that. So hopefully that's what this product will allow me to do. Seems cool, seems promising, but only time will tell. And we'll make update videos on this to see how well it goes. Oh, also, I'm cheap, as you guys should know. So I got this on the Black Friday special. It was like 15% off, but for some reason they gave me an additional 5, so I ended up basically getting it for 20% off, which is awesome. Thank you guys for that. Yeah, they shipped it like I figured. I ordered it on Black Friday. I figured they would ship them out on Monday, which they did. I got UPS second day air. Use the promo code. Boom. So I suggest if you don't have the $250 to slap down on this thing, to wait for a promotion. Sign up for their newsletter on jprifles.com and wait. Follow them on Instagram also. They post deals, the weekly deals or whatever they do. Sometimes you can get a free hat. Sometimes you can get free shipping. Sometimes you get 15% off. So it just depends. Just depends on when you catch them. So thank you for checking out this video. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. I got more coming. Thank you.